YouTubers from Kenya. So let's start with one. Her YouTube channel is called This Is S. So with This Is S, I don't know, how did I find out about This Is S? This is says she's a fashion blogger. She's very much active on social media in Instagram, because she posts amazing photos, amazing, fashion blogging, you know what it is. But then I wasn't even really big on IG as well, Instagram. But anyway, I don't wanna, I just wanna go straight to the point. So then on Facebook, I was very active there. Then I noticed that she was trending for quite a bit. So then I was like, everyone is talking about her, and then I was like, what is this about? And people were discussing about her engagement, because she had a really grand engagement that was posted on social media. And I think her man by that time was the one who did this grand engagement. Then that's how I got to know about her. Then I got to realize that she actually had a very active Facebook fashion blogging page. Then I followed her from there. Then I realized that she also makes YouTube videos. So from then, I just really first of all, that went on. They got engaged, they got married, and she was never like posting so much about her family life. She's somebody who really likes to be a bit more private, and she like, as much as that engagement was out there and all over the place, and and I feel like at that particular moment in time, it was a trend whereby, let's just say even now, it's a trend whereby people get engaged, get pregnant, and all over the place, and it's on social media. Like, they sort of like to just post it and be on people's faces with it. And it was during those days, so people get very intrigued and very interesting. Who did the best proposal? Who did the best wedding? Who got pregnant? La la la. Who looks like what with the pregnancy? So I feel like social media was it when it comes to posting this couple, whatever, and it's still it is, but that's when I was actually still actually realizing social media those days. Then anyway, I came on here on YouTube. Then I realized her. So I started watching her videos, just for the sake of, I just wanted to see what she does on YouTube as well, because she is a YouTube content creator as well. But I want to tell you guys that amongst all, all, all Kenyans, without being biased, amongst all Kenyan YouTubers, I feel like I really like, she's my top one in the list that I like. That is This Is S. I don't know, there's something about her personality. There's something about, I don't know what to say. There's something, I wouldn't point a finger at it, but there's something about her that is very beautifully calming and wonderful. There's something about Sharon Mundia. So I know a lot of people have good things to say about her, but then there's other people, you've brought your life in the public, you will always have some people to talk ill things about you. But anyway, along comes with the social media fame, comes with a lot of critics, comes with a lot of, so I've seen a couple of people were commenting, like, just randomly suggest to her that she be a bit more open. To an extent, they were like, they got upset when she wasn't showing pictures, like, especially she wasn't sharing her spouse with them on social media. And also she wasn't really sharing a baby's face on social media. And that is actually a decision that she made as Sharon herself, because as YouTubers, they are also humans, and sometimes they have to choose whether they debate whether it is wise for them to actually bring everything out here, for everybody to have their input on. There is pros and cons about that, but there is more cons about bringing your family into the social media. So anyway, she chose not she chose to be a bit more private. But then I don't think a lot of people, because if you really love Sharon, if you really love a YouTuber, somebody you follow, I don't think you will take people so personally. I don't think with this social media, somebody has dedicated their lives to making videos and just sharing their mind with you, or their thoughts, or their creative parts. I don't think them choosing not to share their family is something that is supposed to be such a big deal, because I've seen people are saying a lot of Kenyan media YouTubers are fake just because they choose not to share certain parts of their lives on social media. And a lot of people have something, whatever to say about it, because people get offended that she doesn't show her family as much as she should, got offended that because anyway, you guys, when okay, these vloggers, this like the blogs and gossip bloggings. I actually, after her marriage, after this, I noticed that also another blog was talking about her trouble in marriage or whatnot. But because I was following her closely, I never heard it from her own mouth. It never came on her YouTube videos. So I never really trusted this. But anyway, to cut the long story short, it seemed that the marriage obviously ended. But the thing is, she never ever mentioned her troubled marriage on social media. She never ever mentioned anything like sort of something that is going on with Williams at the moment, that everybody seemed to, the blogs and everyone seemed to have talked about it except herself. So anyway, everybody seemed to have talked about everything that is in best her private life. And I was like, where does these people get these informations from? Like some things were so deep allegations that people, there were just these random blogs that were going randomly, posting things that were so stupidly unbelievable. And obviously for me, I watch her and I wouldn't believe some of the things that people were saying, and I wouldn't, unless I heard it from her own mouth. Whatever happens, I don't know, because she never ever spoke about it. So whatever, everything else is just speculations out there. But then that is when I was telling you guys that I do not know. It's difficult when you become a blogger, because you have to strike a balance. What will I now? Because before I used to feel very awkward when people weren't being open into showing certain aspects of their life. But now that I am actually now here on social media and I've seen how people act and how people react, I think it's necessary for people to actually put certain aspects of their lives private, especially when it comes to family, marriage life, or whatever, not relationship. I think it's very important, because this social media has broken so much people. There is a lot of brokenness that is going on social media. So I'd rather she keeps it private, and then you will never hear anything negative, because again, she was sharing a little bit of her child, like maybe sharing but not showing her child's face, and not, but she used to mention her name in a couple of her videos. But then when people started becoming very entitled, when she did her first birthday, people were very anticipating to see the baby's face, because along comes with all the drama, the wedding, the what. Like people feel like they are social media in-laws, and they have a right to see the baby's face. They have a right to have a certain input into Sharon's life or whatnot. But then I just realized that she is a person, and she's got her own decisions to make as well. And people have to her to respect her choices, and without even calling her fake or even saying that she's not nice or whatnot. I feel like people have to know that even these people in the social, the people who make these videos, can strike a balance, and if they have drawn a line in between and say this is the boundary that I cannot cross, we as a people, we have to really respect that, because it takes a lot of guts for somebody to come on social media and film herself or film her thoughts and film her, like bring, whatever it is, even showing you a little bit of a corner in her house. It takes a lot of guts for somebody to do this. So for her, obviously you have to give her props, because all you need is her mind and her input and her creativity and all that. The rest is irrelevant. Your input is just very unnecessary. So this is S Sharon. I really like her, to be honest. And even if you I wouldn't point a finger. And I remember there was a time I was watching one of Sharon's videos, and then I had noticed there was like I know, come along comes with social media, people become very, very sensitive on social media, in a sense that you cannot speak your mind, you cannot say things the way you see them. Even this video that I'm making right now, you will find somebody's gonna go on comment section and actually try to whatever, be nasty at me or whatever not, anyway, we are not gonna go there. So as I was saying, what was I saying before I interrupted myself with that? Yeah. So I was just saying, I don't know, I forgot what I was saying. But then I'm just thinking that it is okay. I think that for me, so long as I tend not to judge people very harshly unless I get to know them. Like, you cannot judge somebody by what people are saying around, because yes, there was a video that I commented on, and I didn't notice that there were replies on that video, and I had just mentioned that there was something swelling, a little swelling on her chest, that I just found what was a little off. So I just said, what is that thing that is swelling, has swollen on your chest? Please get it checked. In a sense of, I was just thinking that it could be something that needed a medical attention, or something that just a genuine concern. I commented on her video. But then Kenyans were like all on the comment section, and they were all bashing and stuff like that, and they were just came at me with that, and they were just thinking that I'm sort of her hater, and I'm just like hating on her or whatnot. I'm not SSA hater. She's an amazing girl, and we have to give props where props is actually needed, is actually necessary. All right, there is another YouTuber. Her name is Natalie Tewa. So Natalie Tewa, how did I come to know about Natalie Tewa? I was just like randomly going through YouTube, and there was just this suggestion that was brought to me, and it was she does also fashion blogging, and mostly her channel is based on travel, and she does amazing videos. Her editing skills is out of this world. She's not only beautiful, she's very soft spoken, and she's just like, I I think I think that she is her in herself. She's just like sort of amazing, very creative and talented with her videos. And again, something that made people very glued to her channel was that the relationship goals and being power couple that people assumed they were. And obviously they were making these videos with this really handsome, gorgeous male model from Uganda. And they just like sort of, for me, I think that honestly, YouTube is a place a lot of people haven't realized, but it has happened to me that like people comment randomly and just jump into conclusion and assume that your relationship is just all roses and gold, and people have given it name, and people are thinking that, oh my god, you're gonna get married the next time, la la la. And then people just like sort of bank on these social media relationships. But I think that you have to know that there's a lot of people who do these videos for the sake of views, because they realize that people are very, very drawn to something that is thumbnails or videos that is sexually appealing, and a lot of people like to see black love portrayed in this beautiful form. And that is the reason why, and not necessarily the like the deep, when you go behind the entire relationship, it might not necessarily be what you think it is. Any relationship for that matter might not be what you think it is, but a lot of people just sort of assume that things that they see on social media are what it is. So with the Natalie T, I have seen just today that because I was on her channel, I don't know how I stumbled on her channel, and I saw that she had most of her videos have been deleted. She doesn't have most of her amazing travel videos, because I was always binge watching. There are these two people that are always binge watching their videos, and that is this is S and also Natalie Tewa, because I like to watch this kind of travel video, just the way they portray the places they go to, like their photography, and the way they edit is amazing. So I was just like seeing, but then I noticed that a lot of videos were missing, like she didn't have videos on there. Then I realized other people started making videos now. And a video that I also have, it's a video that is going around on social media, where they broke up in broad, like it was at night, but the whole scene and the whole drama was sort of captured by the neighbors, and it is speculating out there, it's everywhere. And I was just like thinking to myself, I didn't feel like it hasn't made me feel any different about Natalie, because obviously whatever the actions she was taking, or whatever the way she was acting, was based on hunger. When you are upset, you can act crazy and you can say some nasty things. I'm sure even that guy, her ex, the guy that she was dating, said some pretty nasty things, and he might not necessarily mean those things, because he was obviously upset, and they were having this hard, really terrible breakup, and they were fighting and all. There's a lot of things that we just went on this video that I'm not really going to speculate further because I don't think it is necessary, but it's just like it was nasty. And just the reason why people choose to bring their relationship on the social media, I think they really understand the whole concept of it, and they know what are the consequences, because even right now everyone is talking about it, and everyone is like speculating, everyone is saying whatever not. But then it was just what it was. It was based on views and based on whatever it was. That was what it was, because as you can see, you can hear in most, even the video, what she was talking, the way even most of her Instagram posts, how she talked about the relationship didn't really seem like what she was portraying on her videos. So all along, it was almost like it was a scam. The videos was just for a show. It was just for drama, and it was just for acting. Because what she says now, after she's broken up with this guy, is very, very different from what they were portraying, because she's saying a lot of things. If you want, you can go Google it for yourself. I'm not going to bring more further gossips, but I'm just going to say that the relationships that people see on social media, that are being portrayed on social media, a lot of people usually take this relationship and they run with it just the way they see it, not knowing that most of these things are played, are calculated, and I'm not saying all social media relationships are like this. I'm saying that some of them are actually, not even some, majority of them are actually being filmed just with views in mind. And whatever goes on behind closed doors, you have no idea about. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, I won't lie. I really liked them together. They looked wonderful. I love seeing Black Power love. And I just really did love to see them the way they were as a people, like they looked beautiful together. And I wouldn't say that now I feel like, oh my God, like I know what social media is, because I've been here for some time. So I do know. So then I'm just saying that I hope in her next, I don't know if she's, because somebody made a video and was saying that she should not be like this is S, that Sharon Mondia, that when her relationship broke, she never even talked about it and she didn't feel the need to talk about it. She should come and just address it, la, la, la. And I think that is not necessary, to be honest, because people say that we are your social media in-laws. We are entitled to know because we were cheering you on when the relationship was all glamorous, and now that it's broken, we want to know what happened. We want to be in it, and we also want to, and I'm just like, people are just entitled like that. They just feel like you should share the entire aspects of the relationship, whether it's, which I sometimes feel like it's true, because a lot of people on social media want to share only when things are wonderful and beautiful, and but some people don't choose to share the negative parts of life. That is what it is, because there's a lot of negatives that is going on. But again, I really commend and admire YouTubers that come on here and totally, like, they just like nakedly laid everything out here, like wash their linens out on social media and everything. When I first started, I was a YouTuber that just like speak everything, how I felt, and now I've taken backseat, because you guys have, some of you have actually advised me not to be very speak more personal things about myself, because you saw how I was attacked and how people came for me and all that, and you told me, you know what, you can make YouTube videos, but just put your life private. Just don't open your life like that, to give people path into your life to come to start bashing you, because I was bashed, and it's a place that you don't want to be in. And again, for these YouTubers, I'm sure we are all young. Most of YouTubers are quite young, and I'm sure they are in their 20s. Obviously, I'm not as young as they are, some of them, but these girls, they have a long way to go, and they learn as they go. So I'm sure now that Natalie, and also her neighbors on Twitter was trending. They are the ones who are trending, because the relationship was just like, whoa. If you see the unbelievable, it was out of this world. The Romeo and Juliet. And when a lot of Kenyans, when they see such relationship, they usually say, muta achana tu. You know what that means? That you guys will eventually leave it, separate. It's just, people usually just give it that karma, like muta achana tu. And I'm just thinking to myself, and some people even go as far as saying, oh, well, you are not two bad chicks, like you are not like two bad chicks that you have to stay together all the time. Like one day you'll just have to leave each other and separate or whatever not. And a lot of people say that, but yeah. And I just think that people need to learn about bringing all their. I don't think the people who choose not to actually speak up when they broken up. It's another way of closure, and also like feeling better while you talk about it. And let's see. Natalie hasn't really, and again, something that happened was that she made such amazing videos on her YouTube channel, but it seems that the guy had a password to her channel. He went and deleted most of those videos. Those were the most amazing videos that brought her views, because now she has more than 30,000 subscribers, and her travel videos were amazing. That was her brand. But then this man just went and like did away with everything that had him in it, including Instagram, and they were like dishing each other on Instagram, and the thing was trending on Twitter, and I just want to say that, oh God, when you take, and okay, that's Natalie Tewa is finished. Now let's talk about Miss Trudy. Okay, what I can say about Miss Trudy is that she is a go-getter. This girl is a go-getter. I know she's a Luo. She's a fellow Luo. She's quite young, obviously, and she's a fellow Luo. I'm also a Luo. And what I can say is that whatever it is that she is, wherever she is at now on YouTube, is a place where I'm sure she had envisioned herself. Because when she started, I remember, how did I get to know about Miss Trudy? I got to know her when I watched a video of hers long time ago when she had just started. I think she maybe just had like maybe 100 subscriber or so. And I saw it was maybe one of her first videos when she made something about, I don't know, it was like nighttime routine or something, long time ago. So I saw that video because I was trying to like see what if there were any Kenyan YouTubers. So then I saw her and I was just like, I was just looking at how she was doing the entire thing, and it was just so simple. It seemed like she was using her phone to vlog, and it was just the most simple video. And I remember was just thinking that a lot of Kenyan nowadays, young girls finish school, finish university, finish college, and they venture into YouTube. And the only person who makes it on YouTube is somebody who is really, really daring and such a go-getter. And I can give her props that she's one of such a go-getter. And also with the she has been collaborating with this big top YouTubers. There's one YouTuber is from Ghana. His name is Wadamaya, and she's been collaborating with him. She collaborates with quite top YouTuber, and this is something that I really commend her for, because she's really doing amazing. Obviously, she's now really blowing up because now she is trending, obviously. And what I can say is that she's a go-getter. I cannot say anything more about it. And I just like, yeah, I think she's a go-getter and she's good at what she does. And yeah, and who else? Let's talk about Patricia Kihoro. So Patricia Kihoro, I have really not really given so much thought into her channel much. I watch her channel randomly, but then how did I get to know her? I got to know her after the blog about This Is S surfaced when her marriage ended, I think. And I read it on some blog about she was friends with This Is S. They are still actually really great friends. But then what I read was not, I read something not good. But then I was just thinking to myself, I cannot just read something on social media and then run with it and then say this is what happened. Because I remember I was sitting with somebody, a lady friend, a friend at the time, and she was telling me, maybe the things that they are saying might be true, la, la. And I was just like, no, 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 it cannot be true, because unless I hear somebody speak personally about something, that is the only time anything speculated, I'm not going to believe it. So anyway, I read some things on social media about her. That's how I get to know her, and other stories about other bloggers. Then after that, I realized that she actually has a YouTube channel, because I also saw her in one of This Is S videos. Because after reading that blog, I was very curious. Now I wanted to see what is it true. So then I went on YouTube, and they were like making videos, and I think she's really a fun girl. That is what I can say. She seems like very funny, very fun, and she seems like a people person. Like she draws people. She gives an energy where she just draws people to kind of interact, or even engage with her. She's very engaging, and I think she is also nice. Yeah, I think she's one of those people, like every time she uploads, I have to watch, because I think that her videos are quite interesting. And plus, she's, like they sit in a place. There are some bloggers that you don't even like see yourself sitting in the same table with them, because they just like seem high up there. Like they hang out with the who is who of Kenya, celebrity, whatever. So there are those girls. And I'm just like thinking that they are doing great. They are not very consistent. They don't even do YouTube as much. It's not their main thing that they do. But whenever they come, they drop a video, and everybody would leave everything and run and come and watch. I wish, I wish I could be at that point whereby I'm just like disappearing for 5 months at a time from YouTube, and when I come back, I get 30,000 plus views within 2 days, because people miss me so much. But anyway, that's what Akina Patricia are like. So anyway, I think those are the only thing that I can say. I don't have anything much to say. I don't have any negativity things to say about people, my fellow Kenyan YouTuber. And I just want to say that they are actually doing great. And I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up.